In this video, I will be talking about the Finnish Independence Day and how Finnish people celebrate it. Coming up. What's up, fantastic Aleksi here, bringing you another authentic, fun, and useful live stream about Finland. So if you're interested in Finland, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. And yeah, we're having a new live stream here today. And sorry if my volume, like if I'm speaking a little bit low, because I'm actually at my hometown here in Kokkola, and my mom is actually already going to bed, so I'll try to keep my volume a little bit down here. Okay, is everything running smoothly in my stream? Because I'm actually having only one screen here, so and let me know if everything's running smoothly, so we don't have to restart or anything. All right, so we're gonna talk about a little bit the Finnish Independence Day here tonight, and yeah, is everything running smoothly? Let me just recheck. Yeah, I'm just making sure that my stream, if everything, if is everything working out nicely. If it is, I'll just restart this. I think people are just a little bit slow. Okay, actually, I'll restart this stream. Hold on, I'll just be back in a sec. In this live stream video, I will be telling about the Finnish Independence Day and the traditions. How do Finnish people celebrate it? Coming up. Okay, actually had this already. So what's up? What's happening, guys? My name is Alex, and I make authentic, fun, and useful videos about Finland. And if you're interested in Finland, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. Okay, so I had a little bit problems there if you watched the previous live stream, because I'm actually at my home and I have my kind of new situation here. So sorry if I'm a little bit unconfident here, but we are back online and everything's good. And we're gonna talk about a little bit about the Finnish Independence Day, because next week Finland's gonna be 100 years old. The 100 Independence Day coming next week, so it's a good time to talk about the Finnish Independence Day. We have a lot of people here from all over the world. I hopefully let me know in the chat where you're watching this video, and it seems everything's running okay. I hope so, at least, because this would be kind of awkward if you couldn't hear me or anything. Okay, let's go to the slides here. Actually, yeah, that looks a bit awkward. So this is what we're going to talk about here now, because I have only my laptop here, so I can't see actually what's happening in the screen. But luckily, I have my like mobile phone, so I can keep on the chat here. Okay, so contents a little bit are like this. So first, I'm going to tell about quickly what's the independence about, how Finland became independent. There's not really much in detail, but just a quick overview. Then the Independence Day reception. That's a really huge thing. Then some other tradition celebrations, what we have. Then a little bit about the Tuntematon Sotilas, the unknown soldier, because that's kind of a huge thing as well. And then a little bit about the 100-year special thing, what I found. And then at the Q&A, so I will keep an eye on the chat, but I will answer the questions at the end of this video. And sorry if there's already some typos, and there might be some small mistakes here and there. But this gives at least a good outline of the Independence Day. So let's go. So general facts is the 6th of December 1917, and this is actually the Finnish format. And as you can see, it's 100 years ago Finland has become independent. And it's a public holiday, obviously, like, it's like, people don't go to work, and only some shops are open, etc., etc. And it's also a flag day, and there's actually certain rules regarding about the flag, how the flag should be put up in the pole and stuff. And usually, and on Independence Day, it's taken down at 8 p.m. and usually the flag is taken down around when the sun sets, and because it's pretty dark season, the sun starts to set around 4, but in the Independence Day, it's always until the end at the 8. Good stuff. And okay, let's talk about a little bit of the history first. And the official Independence Day was declared, as I said, 6th of December 1917. But back then, it wasn't. No one really like knew what was going on, and like, and I read some article that it was just like a one like a second page headline, and then it was that was about it. So no one really knew like what was going on there. And there was a little bit no, not a clear consensus what was the official Independence Day, because for example left parties wanted the independence to be on 5th of November, when the Finnish parliament, like, or the Finnish Republic of Finland became the strongest in Finland, or the one that had the control in Finland. And the right parties thought the real independence happened after we got away from to Russia for good after the Civil War. So that's some interesting history stuff. But I'm not quite sure. I just found these facts uh, when I was doing this video. And after 1 year had passed from the first, after the declaration, so 6th of December, the academic people held kind of some small celebrations for the Independence Day, but it wasn't really official. And then 2 years later, compromise was made that okay, let it be 6th of December. Good stuff. And let's talk about the Independence Day reception. And this is a really huge thing in Finland. And basically, what it is that the president of Finland, which is Sauli Niinistö, holds like a really nice gala event at every year, and it's actually it's highlight of the year. A highlight of the Independence Day is this Independence Day reception, and it's like a formal gala event held at the presidential palace in Helsinki. And there's, I think, around more than 1,000 guests, like I think 1,500 something. And there's like VIPs, celebrities, high-ranked military officers, veteran wars, sports athletes, artists, and so on are every year invited to the event. And it's also on the TV. So, and on 2015 there was 2.5 million people who were watching this on the TV, and it's like a huge thing. It's like that's like half of the population. And this is the fun thing about this event is that how would I say, like, uh, the media and people are always like checking, for example, who has the best dress, and like who are actually attending, and for example who is like if there's some special avex, people have it like, oh, who's that people, and it's like all about this gossip things and stuff, and people are like also keeping an eye who makes some mistakes in the etiquette, because it's like a really formal party and stuff and stuff like that. So it's kind of funny because Finns are so curious, and so like keeping an eye like what's happening there and that kind of stuff. But yeah, at a certain point the cameras will be turned off and the reports also turned away. They can't film anymore, and then at the next, then there's only like speculation like what's happening in the after party. There's like an after party too in the reception, and you know and the next day like the media's like making only topics about this, and like what happened there, and who had the best dress, and who made the most mistakes, and that kind of stuff. Okay, what about the other traditions? And this is something I was a little bit kind of, I don't know how I feel about this, because like blue and white candles at the windows, like we have definitely candles, but at least in my family we didn't really have blue and white, or at least I don't really recall this, but it seems to be like a big thing. Let me know also if you have been doing this. And sorry. And usually friends invite other friends at their own place and throw like a party there, and you know uh, do like own kind of Independence Day celebration at your place, and you can dress like fancy and that kind of stuff. And of course watch the Independence Day on the TV, because it's you can watch it for free on the TV, so it's like a fun thing to do. And then there's also like processions. Processions are like this kind of marches. It's kulkue in Finnish, if you were wondering. And I've also been once participated this procession. So we have like these torches, and then we do like a trip in the city center to the cemetery, and there's like this soldier's grave where we do kind of respect the people who like fought for us in the wars, that kind of stuff. And then there's also some illuminations in the cities, you know, like some markets and this kind of stuff as well. And here's like a picture of the procession. So this was what I was talking about. This is in Helsinki. This is not where I was. I found this photo with CC license, so it's okay to have it here as well. So now you should know what kind of stuff it is. Then the unknown soldier. Like, I wonder if how many of you who are not Finnish know this. So this is one of the most famous Finnish novel published in 1954 by Väinö Linna. He's not my relative, by the way, even if I have the same last name. And this novel is about like the continuation war between Finland and Russia in the Second World War. And there's also a movie of this novel, and this came out the next year, 1955, directed by Edwin Laine, and it's based on the novel basically. And there's also new versions of this old movie in 1985 and 2017. So this year actually became the newest one, and they actually made this new movie for the respect of the 100-year anniversary. And this oldest movie, this 1955 version, has been broadcast on the TV every Independence Day since 2000. So, and I remember when I was a kid, or younger, my parents also wanted me to watch the movie because it's like a big part of kind of our history, and it kind of it tells well about the fights against the Russia. And you should definitely watch it if you have a chance, if you can find it with the English subtitles, at least the old one, and also the new one, if you have a chance. And this is also considered as one of the traditions to watch Unknown Soldier on TV. And then the 100th anniversary, so that's gonna be next week, and it officially starts already the previous day, so 5th of December. And there's some huge stuff going in Helsinki, and the flags are already put up the day before, and they are actually flagging, like, you know, all the way they're up there overnight till the next day, which is the official Independence Day. And there's a lot of special events, and I found there was actually a lot of really fun ones too. Like there's a lot of these pre-parties, you know, pre-party for the Independence Day, and in karaoke bars in Finland, they are playing. They make people sing these really classic typical Finnish karaoke songs. That's kind of funny. And there's a lot of parades, fireworks, concerts. That's kind of basic stuff. And this is interesting. There's like a special carding for the soldier's grave. We call this hero grave or sankari haudat in Finnish. And basically, they put like this special guards guarding the graves. And what's also interesting that the guard who's gonna be there is the same age as the person when the person died or the soldier died. So it's gonna be the same age. For example, if the soldier fell at the age of 21, then there's gonna be a soldier of 21 age guarding his grave, which is pretty nice, like a gesture, in my opinion. Then more recessions, more those kind of these towards kulkue. No, well, recessions I can just hard to find like a. It's not a parade because it's it's not like a festive thing. And of course the Independence Day reception. That's like a huge theme of this live stream. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting. And I think I will be watching it as well. And then it ends on the 6th of December, 10 o'clock. There's like a huge final fireworks in Helsinki at Etelä-Satama. I don't know if I'm gonna be there, but maybe if there's gonna be like some replay videos, I might watch this. Okay, so that was all good stuff our basic stuff about the Independence Day. So questions of the day: what kind of Independence Day celebrations does your country have, if there's any? And let me know in the live chat or in the comments, or and actually, if you are living in Finland, what kind of Finnish independence traditions do you do usually? Okay, and now let's turn on the chat mode. I have to do this like here. Oh, okay, and there goes the intro again. Like my intro all the time comes when it's not supposed to be there. Okay, now I can read some comments. Let's see. Okay, we have people from Ukraine, freedom from Germany. Guten Abend, was geht ab? Matthew, doing loud and clear. Stuff. Yeah, okay, I had a little bit trouble in the beginning because I wasn't, because I was doing this. I'm doing this at my hometown, and I don't have my TV screen where I usually project everything. So, you know, that's why I'm not so confident on this live stream. But I think we can manage this well. Let's see. A big manifestation in Barcelona because we Catalans want the independence. Oh yeah, okay, right. That's also pretty fresh topic. I've been following it on the news. Let's see. What's the name of the movie? Yeah, Tuntematon sotilas. That was the thing in English. It's The Unknown Soldier, which is direct translations, actually. This is very interesting, but I have to get going. I'll be back to watch the archive version. Okay, thanks, Matthew, for joining. We watched The Unknown Soldier movie today in school. Okay, yeah, that's an interesting. I read the book at high school, at the Finnish classes. Usually they make you read the novel because it's like one of the most famous in Finland. Hamed Hazer, hi Aleksi, moro. Hello. What do the stars on the president's formal dress mean? Okay, I think I missed. I should maybe check, but actually I don't know. Maybe if someone else knows, they can answer the question. Watching from South Africa. Wow, that sounds amazing. Independence Day is so much more badass. Reunification Day in Germany. Yeah, because Germany has a little bit different history, yeah. And Germany actually fought alongside. Oh no, how was it again? Yeah, alongside Finland against Russia at some point. But then we also fought against Germans, if I'm not completely mistaken, at the end of the World War. Okay, how many people are we actually having? Let me check. 18 people. Well, that's nice. And I'm actually at my home. I'm at my brother's, and there's a picture of our cat on the wall on the background. Let's see. I usually watch the Independence Day reception and drink some beer and wine. Well, that's pretty fun. And there's even like some drinking games where, you know, what kind of, like if someone, how does it go again? Like the Independence Day reception drinking game. Like every time when someone does like a handshake, you have to drink. Well, well, that's basically drinking all the time. But there's some rule, this kind of rule over there. What do you think about the Catalonian independence? I'm a half Finnish, half Catalan. It's always nice to listen to others. Well, I haven't really. I'm not completely aware of all the facts, so I don't want to say anything which I'm not completely aware of. But yeah, I think I'll just skip this, unfortunately, because I don't want to say anything ignorant at this point. Maybe I'll come back to it later. Independence Day for me is to think and learn. Okay, what are you thinking on that day? Can you let us know? Basically, Germans fought together with you and then went crazy. Yeah, I guess that's something like that. And talk bullshit for the costumes. Yeah, the costumes are kind of interesting. Like, and I think the reception is like a really good like way how to say, like how to tell like that Finns are like really curious about everything. What people think about it, because how would I say, like just making those rankings and top 5 tops and top 5 flops on TV about other people. It's just kind of really interesting. Like, why is it so interesting? I don't know. Like, some people are just crazy. They always have to see it, and they have to make this. You know, they're like following really. Paying a lot of attention who's attending there and who are they with and who's making the most mistakes or like this kind of attitude. It's just I don't really understand myself. Yes, kiitos initiisesti. Kiitos Kirsi. Why do I always be late on live streams? One of the good YouTubers. Well, you can always watch the replay. Have you make sure you've clicked the bell button? That's important to hit the bell button. Okay, so what do I do usually on the Independence Day? Well, one year I took part of the reception. No, the procession, not the reception yet. I would like to go to the reception one day if I ever get invited. Who knows? But actually, my student organization at TUT at my uni, they also throw their own Independence Day reception where people can attend by paying €15, and there's people dress up nicely, like really formally, and there's not there's some live music, but there's not dancing. If I recall correctly, and there's some really good food, good drinks. You can take everything with €15, but I think I'm not gonna go there this year because, well, because I haven't really, because I'm kind of skipped though. I'm kind of moved on from those times where I take part of those student events, and because I was like 1 year abroad, I don't really know anyone anymore from the guild because you know people have changed, and new people have joined the guild and that kind of stuff. Are the Finns, especially youth, patriotic? Uh, I don't know. I wouldn't say so. But Finns have like we talked about in the last live stream. Finns have a really strong national identity, and uh, I'm not really patriotic myself. But when we reach like this 100th year milestone, I think people get a little bit patriotic because it's like, wow, 100 years. That's a long. Well, it's kind of like it's kind of long time, but if you compare it like other countries, it's kind of short. Just like if you compare, like think about it in a bigger scale. But I think it depends. Yeah, but it's more like the national identity, I guess, rather than patriotic. Well, I'm not sure if that's kind of the same thing or not, but maybe you get my point. Okay. Let's see how many people. There's 16 people watching. Okay, good stuff. Okay, we can shoot me a few more questions, and then I'll think we'll wrap up this live stream for this Friday. And yeah, 6th of December. Yes, I think it's next week's Wednesday is the final day, but the celebration starts like the day before. I actually haven't really decided what I will be doing. Maybe I'll grab some of my exchange student friends and go to the center of Tampere and kind of see what's going on, and maybe take some videos and photos, and also show you guys what's going on there. Nice. On my country National Day, we have child parade, unique to my country, have I heard, and BBQ after. BBQ. Okay, that's interesting. And yeah, Clara is from Norway, if I'm completely not mistaken. Uh, that's interesting. There are some kids dance, kind of ball dance as well in Finland. I kind of find out when I was doing this, finding out stuff for this live stream. That's interesting. Katie Gallus, yes, we are so try to put the anthem while we are drunk. Okay. Yeah, actually, alcohol is not like a huge part of the celebrations, in my opinion. Yeah, you don't see that much drunk people on that Independence Day. You can have like some wine and beer, when you're watching the show. But well, it depends again. I can't speak for the whole country, but if I recall correctly, I haven't really seen much drunk people. People go definitely out to party, but well, some people go all out and some people just chill out. So good. Okay, we take one more question. Final question of the Friday live stream. Let's see. If you search for 17th May Oslo, you will see. Okay. Let us know one more question and then we will wrap up this live stream. So, as I said, I'm here at my parents' place at Kokkola, and my mom is actually already sleeping, so I have to put my like voice down a little bit, and I'm not maybe as confident as I usually am because I have to kind of be careful that I'm not shouting too much. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for answering my question. Thanks for asking. You guys are the awesome because you make the questions. Okay, a little bit personal question. How are your studies going, Aleksi? Well, thanks, Saika, or moderators sending us questions. Well, my studies, they are going quite okay, I guess. I have started my master thesis, and after this live stream ends, I think I will work on a little bit as well. I have 2 courses now, and the spring semester I think I have around 4 courses or 5 courses left, and then the thesis. So if everything goes well, I will be graduating by the summer. And yeah, the problem is because I kind of have to work on the thesis on the side alongside some courses, so it means that I will be kind of busy. And for example, that's why I'm doing more of these live streams, because I can save a little bit time from the editing, because the editing is kind of pain in the ass and stuff. Kind of with the live streams, I can just pull these live streams there, and that's ready. So I think they're doing quite okay, and because I'm kind of bored to the school, actually, I want to just get a job and start making money, and focus more on YouTube as well. Thanks for asking, Saka. Tuksno Kokkola 70 kilometers far away from. Okay, which direction? If you go west from Kokkola, I think you end up in Sweden. So, what do you think about that Nazi organization which was banned free? Okay. Yeah. So, if I think I saw the headline, so I think the neo Nazis were banned from Finland, and well, I'm not really, I haven't really followed that much, but well, my general opinion is that Nazis were kind of bad people, and so are kind of the new Nazis as well. So I think it's good that they're kind of put aside. But yeah, just put it quite simple. How is Finland's relationship with Russia now, both politically and socially? Yeah, that's. I'm not really good with politics, unfortunately. Maybe if there's someone else who knows something about this, you can reply to this. Yeah, politics is not something that I'm particularly interested in. I am not, for example, when there's like elections, I don't vote any specific party. I just vote for a specific person who I think is like has good values and that kind of stuff. Okay, so I think we will wrap up this live stream. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for asking these questions and making this live stream fun for me as well. And sorry for my beginning was a little bit off, and I'm not completely this is not my 100% live stream, because I have to be a little bit quiet and make this kind of. And I also had only my laptop and not like a TV screen to support me. So, but thanks for joining, and you guys are always making these live streams fun, because it would be really boring to talk here by myself, as you can understand. And if you have more questions, hit them in the comments after on the replay on this, and I will definitely read and try to reply all of them. And I will see you next Tuesday. And next Tuesday I have actually a special video prepared for you guys. So looking forward to that. Have a good weekend. Have a good night. See you next week. Sommar.